Hello, voidlings. Welcome back. Today is the full moon in Aquarius, and it's a pretty big one, which is why I wanted to come on and offer a little reading slash... Actually, before we get into the cards, let's just talk about actually the astrology associated with this full moon. So this full moon is actually conjunct Pluto within a couple degrees, and it's opposing Jupiter in Leo. Also the sun in Leo, obviously. So we have the sun and Jupiter on one side, and we have the moon and Pluto on the other side. And also this is connecting into the future nodal axis that is shifting into Aquarius North Node, Leo South Node. We're not going to get into that right now. I just want to talk about this opposition here between Jupiter and the sun in Leo, opposite Pluto and the moon in Aquarius. And it's insane because it's literally the unseen, the hidden, the emotional, the subconscious, opposing the solar, the sun, the ego, the exposed, the hidden and the unhidden, right? And this polarity here, this opposition, is a part of this powerful formation called Barbo's basket. Barbo was an astrologer who predicted many things, including the pandemic in 2020, dealing with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn that happened right before the pandemic. And he predicted that this formation happening right now was like the most benefic formation of our time. And while I don't believe in good, bad, positive, negative, like polarities are two sides of the same coin. And a lot of the point of the spiritual awakening journey, the ascension journey, is about integration and finding the third way, the middle way out of the polarity. So I try to not like judge benefic or malefic planets or transits. I try to see the pros and cons of it all, just for a more holistic, well-rounded approach. But to have this Barbo's basket, okay, Heather Ensworth, an amazing astrologer on YouTube that I love, I've been watching her for many, many years, she talks about this basket formation that is between Jupiter, Pluto, and then we also have Uranus and Saturn, Neptune, okay? Uranus in Gemini, Saturn, Neptune in Aries, but Saturn's off. It's not conjunct Neptune anymore, but Neptune is definitely a part of it. So think about it. It's these big, powerful outer planets, right? Jupiter, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune. Heather Ensworth calls this the cauldron of change. And I like to extend it and say it's the cauldron of change and transformation, or the cauldron of change and creation. And it's essentially this very powerful opportunity that we can use individually and collectively to create something new, to position ourselves towards our highest timeline. But of course, the reason why it's not a good or bad thing is because everyone has access to this energy. Even the forces in the world that seek to do harm, right? But this is why we focus individually on what we can create with it and where are we being led. And this full moon being a part of this formation is insanely powerful for manifestation, for positioning yourself individually on your highest timeline that is going to connect to our highest future timeline. Because as we each individually heal, integrate, and ascend, so does the collective, right? And it's about this powerful opportunity to individuate, to find our uniqueness, our deepest, most authentic truths, and start living from there. Because when we do that, we break the mold of the old system, the old paradigms and structures that sought to oppress us, and still do, and in fact, are doing it even harder to outweigh the collective awakening that's occurring. It's an equal opposite reaction, right? So us that are on this ascension journey, this is why on this channel, I'm speaking mostly to light workers, because I feel like this is what I'm led here to do, is be one of these people that's a way shower, that shows we can live authentically, we can do it this way, we can integrate our shadow, we can come into wholeness within self, and on that level, guide others into doing the same. And that's how we begin to break the subconscious patterns that hold all this shit in place. This like paradigm of narcissism, of mental slavery, of power over, of victimization, it is coming to an end. And this cauldron of change and transformation is signaling that. This Barbo's basket is signaling that. But this is just the beginning. This is still the tower moment, the dissolution. But this full moon, because it's a part of this formation, has given us the opportunity to see the truth, no matter how hard it is, no matter how hard it stings. It's helping us close a freaking chapter, to say enough. That has ended. And it's okay, I guess, if it's a person, place, or thing. But more importantly is that it's a pattern, a way of existing, a way of thinking, a way of being, because each of us holds the matrix together, right? We each hold a piece of the whole, and that's Aquarius and Leo, is the individual and the collective. And also Aquarius can be as much community as it is individuals. How do these individual parts, these individual people come together to create a system? And then Leo, who's at the heart of that? What's at the heart of that? Leo is inspiring by directly inspiring, like rallying people together, amping them up. It's like a very cheerleader energy. It's the sun. It's giving off this vital life force energy to energize everyone else. It's standing on the stage with a microphone saying, come on, y'all, we can do this. Whereas Aquarius is like, I know what's real. I know what's right. And I'm just going to do it. And then people are going to see me and start to catch on. Right? Aquarius is very much like a trendsetter energy, right? Whereas Leo maybe is like showcasing what's already trendy. Aquarius is always kind of off, kind of different, kind of unconventional. And I know this collective right here that's being attracted to me on YouTube is a bit more unconventional, right? So how do these individual pieces of the puzzle come together? We all hold a piece of the collective consensus reality, the field. We're all part of consciousness, of source. So we ground even the not so nice things, right? We all hold a piece of even the not so nice things. That's why those not so nice things still exist, because they hold enough resonance in the field, which is why it's so important to do this healing and integration work on an individual level. So Spirit is coming through, trying to help you close a chapter, close a door, an energetic door to a pattern, a way of existing, a way of thinking, maybe tied to a place, person, thing. But the most important part is that we're working through the fear. Because that Jupiter opposition to Pluto, it can be deeply triggering, okay? But it feels there's an undercurrent of growth at all costs. I have to grow even if it kills me, right? I have to do this. It's now or never. There's this feeling around this basket, this cauldron. It's boiling, it's bubbling, it's fierce, it's intense, it's activating, right? And it's putting a little fire under our butts to get going. This is about revolution. Individual revolution and collective revolution, but we can't have the collective revolution until we do it within us, right? Because a lot of us, like, they were successful in conquering and dividing us through fear. Manipulating, abusing, gaslighting, that Darvo narcissist stuff, that's what the system did to us, put us in a position of mental slavery and martyrdom, people pleasing, all that shit, feeling like we have to be a certain way to survive, we have to play a certain role, we have to be a certain person, get a certain job, go to a certain school, fit in all these boxes in order to survive. And you know what? My generation, millennials, Pluto and Scorpio generation, it died with us. We saw the truth. A lot of us tried to do the right thing. And what did it give us? They just increased the cost of everything and didn't increase the wages. I know people who work 40, 50 hours a week at a serious corporate job that can barely afford their mortgage. They're lucky to even have a house, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck. How is that possible? A 6-figure income, it's like $100,000 today is like $40,000, when we were told we had to go to college and get a job and do all these things, right? So it's not worth it anymore. The incentives aren't worth it enough. So we're like, might as well just Be authentic. And other generations might call us lazy or entitled, or we don't want to work. And then other generations might say we're cringe and we're too whimsical and goofy or weird, or we don't want to grow up. Everyone wants to judge us, but it's because our generation is brave enough and also traumatized enough to say, fuck it, and just do our own thing. We have to just try to make it work. And that's a tangent just because that's what this feels like to have Pluto involved. Remember, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So millennials are a good example with Pluto and Scorpio. That's the most Pluto you can get, right? And Pluto ruled, it's power, it's truth. It's raw, it's real, it's intense. It's connected to our defense mechanisms or survival mechanisms, sorry. Defense is more Mars. But Pluto is like this deep power. It's our self-empowerment, right? But it's also control. It's also deep magic. So this cauldron is bubbling up our fear, but it's to transmute it. It's to dissolve it. It's to turn it into energy to use as fuel to the fire of change and transformation and creation. And it's magic. It is magic. So whatever is culminating on this full moon, on or around this day today, all right, what is it? I don't even know what the date is today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. So tomorrow too. Yeah. This full moon, whatever it's bringing up to be cleared, allow it if you can. It's offering a cleansing. It's offering a deep purging, a deep cleansing of the last remnants of the old cycle. So that when the new moon solar eclipse in Leo comes around, August 12th, we will start anew in a big, bold, Jupiterian way. Expansion is on the horizon. Expansion, growth, prosperity, if you can align to your truth at this time. Because Spirit is positioning us for this. It's time to break out of the old paradigm. It's time to get more in touch with our multidimensionality, get more in touch with the magic and mystery. Understand that this is important. The density, this is also divine, but it's not all there is. And it's not just, it's about integration, because that is the next level of spiritual awakening. You know, it's not about escaping into 5D or about being so plugged into 3D that you think this is all there is. The power is in the integration. And the people who have been in power, trust and believe they know this. That's how they've been able to maintain power for so long. This used to be elite, esoteric, occult knowledge. It's not anymore. Magic is real. Manifestation is real. I have countless stories I can tell you. I mean, my one little funny thing is that I am a master manifester when it comes to good parking spots, which is so stupid. It's like, I mean, it helps keep my faith alive, but can I be a little better at manifesting money, please? Because, like, I love a good parking spot, but, like, can I have some money, please? Because I be needing food and shelter and gas in this society. But no, it is funny though, like without fail, everywhere I go, I'm like, there's a parking spot for me. I never have anxiety about parking anywhere I go. I'm telling you, I always find like free parking or the parking right in front of the venue or the whatever. It's like, it's like this silly thing about me is that I am a master manifester of good parking. All right, let's pull some cards around this full moon for the folks watching this. Do we have any messages for them, Spirit? Oh, I'm hearing do the moonology first because we're doing a full moon reading. Okay. I guess that's valid. Okay. Do I take these? Seems like they wanted to be seen right away. Have faith in your dreams and surrender to the divine. Yeah, this is a time. I mean, we've been talking about this on the channel. It's just like, it's time to surrender more. Surrender more and hold your vision. Yeah, that's like, that message is everywhere, but especially under this full moon. Okay. After this full moon, or around this full moon, surrender to this energy. Even if it's difficult, even if it brings up fear, it's a purging. Allow the release. Surrender to the messages that are coming in, the things that need to be processed. And a little bit, it's like, it's not even about letting go, it's about accepting and integrating, right? Okay, are there any other Moonology cards for us? Or was that it? Maybe that's... Are there any messages? New moon, a new start is coming. Exactly. I'm putting away the faith in dreams card just because we already know, like, yeah, have faith in your dreams. We've been talking about that, but I'm leaving this out because that's what I just talked about. This full moon in Aquarius is clearing space for this new moon, solar eclipse in Leo that's coming up August 12th. So it seems like whatever we're talking about today, this is immediate future stuff. There are immediate results coming in from whatever is being cleared. I'm hearing this could be about love, to be honest. There may be a relationship coming in around the new moon solar eclipse in Leo. That's for someone, for sure. I keep hearing deterioration. So it seems like there's something that has been deteriorating for quite some time that just needs to be let go of. I'm hearing for someone it's a car. It's time to let it go. There's nothing more you can do with it. It needs to be surrendered. And there actually is a new car coming. Whatever is being cleared out gets replaced really quick within the next 2 weeks, until August 12th. Like, this is a really quick turnaround in this message. Yeah, it's interesting I brought up the parking thing because I'm hearing there's a spot for you. There's a spot for you. I keep hearing that. So, like, maybe for some of us, we really need to hold that vision that there is space for us, and then look what came out as Cancer. That makes sense why I'm talking about this, because this is about belonging. There is a parking spot for us. There is literally a spot for us, like belonging. We belong. There is a spot for us in this world, for our energy, for our uniqueness. I'm hearing vitality is returning. You're going to feel it in your bones and in your joints, that something is right for you. Your body is giving you messages about what is in resonance and what is not in resonance. But more than that, it's like you're sinking in deeper to what feels good. What feels good? Your body is showing you what spot is right for you. This could be literal for some people with Cancer. Again, it could be a car, or it could be a living situation. Okay, yeah, I thought there were... Interesting. Gold, which is very Leo solar energy, and then Capricorn. And I know there's a lot of Capricorn suns. There's a lot of Capricorns in this community. And it's interesting because this is the Cancer Capricorn axis. And we were talking about Aquarius Leo. But I think this is just talking about vitality returning to the body and to the emotional body. That you're undergoing a cleansing and purging process that is helping you restructure your whole life. There is a new structure manifesting for you. There is a spot for you. There's a vehicle, there's a home, there's a relationship. There's some major points of change in the structure of your life. And this is all to manifest what is more fulfilling. What is more in alignment with your truth at this time? What has changed? Yeah, also with Capricorn Cancer, I'm getting something about like time and timing. Thinking about like Saturn and Jupiter energy. But also Cancer, is ruled by the moon. So that is interesting. Something about, the cycles. There's been this back and forth. But this is also what I was... Interesting. We're talking about polarities. Oh my God. I just realized that. We have new moon, full moon. We have Cancer, we have Capricorn. These are both polarities or axes. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is talking about juggling two polarities, finding the third way, but also two realities. You've reached the balance point between two realities. And this did come up in another reading recently where I was talking about like the timelines have split. The timelines have split, but I'm seeing someone here is balanced in between the two timelines. They're at this balance point today with the full moon, but it's to clear something out so it can be regenerated. There's this like death rebirth cycle here that's highlighted by like, the Pluto activation with the moon. This is so interesting. Someone's been going back and forth on something, and you're really having to put yourself in the energy to really suss out what feels right. So maybe you did exit a timeline, but you're stepping back into it, or you had to step a foot into it to really see the truth. Wow. It's interesting. I'm like on the full moon in Aquarius, but so much is coming up actually about the new moon in Leo on August 12th. Because like I said, it's like something has to be cleared for something else to come in. There's this balance, this polarity hanging in the balance of the polarity, that it's all kind of happening at the same time. It's the converging flow of energy, that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So actually, the rebirth has started. The regeneration has started. There's an element to it that is unseen right now. Not unseen. It's palpable on the inside, right? It's like as above, so below, as within, so without. The as within right now, there is palpable change that will be externalized by the new moon in Leo. Again, like I said, it's a quick turnaround. I literally said that. It's a quick turnaround here of energy. It's like you're looking over here, and then as soon as you stop looking at it, you notice this is over here, and it happens real quick. Wow. What is this, Spirit? Can you tell me more? What is manifesting for this community? The truth. The sun is also about the truth, by the way. It's about authenticity. It's about getting to the heart of the matter. But the King of Swords, I'm hearing conscious creator. Someone here is going to start creating content, or you're just going to start noticing that you're getting like more followers or more views. I just heard someone has a story to tell. 4 of Wands. There's a joyous reunion here. And I feel like for a lot of it's reunion with the inner child. We're coming back into relationship with the creator part of us. And it's coming through this vitality. And we're attracting more abundance, more joy, more vitality because we've done the clearing and the cord cutting that we needed to do. And now there's this beautiful regeneration, reunion with the inner child, with the creativity. We're feeling like ourselves again. Wow, of course. And there she is. Aquarius, the star card. Wow, I just got really emotional. I don't know why I feel like crying. I'm just getting that someone, I'm hearing I bared my truth. I bared my honesty, but there's like a lot of grief around it, a lot of pain. Something has been washed away, something has really ended, but it's weird because it's not coming through as like, it's a heart opening. It's a heart opening. Someone's heart has opened. And maybe it started with grief, which often it does. A heartbreak is a heart opening, right? It's like the freaking Grinch. It's funny because we got Capricorn, the Grinch, totally a Capricorn archetype. Of like his heart grows like so many sizes, right? But it's like it's painful. Like I'm thinking of the Jim Carrey version where he's like, ow, ooh, ow, oh, because his heart is like suddenly beating. This is just, you guys, I'm getting that someone here, hopefully all of us here, is having such a powerful rebirth. There's so much gratitude. It's like initially I felt this like twinge of like, just like something had to be washed away and it was quite painful. But this heart opening, it's like someone is being seen in their authenticity for the first time. They're being, I don't know. I don't even know how to talk right now. I just feel like someone here really deserves this. This heart opening, this joy, this abundance, this community, whatever this is, it's like finally someone is being seen. Finally someone is being held. It's your justice. And that Cancer card came out. This is about belonging. So I think for a lot of people, this might be literally about community. I'm hearing rejoicing together. Okay, someone here might be a Christian. I just heard rejoicing in his name. Or someone is just like finally getting a leg up. Or they finally get a car because they've needed one. And they just are rejoicing, literally wanting to praise God. Because they just didn't know how this was going to happen. And it's just happening. The universe is blessing someone here. I mean, look at this. We have the sun. We have gold. We have the star card. We have 3 stars. 3 stars. The star and then 2 suns is 3 stars. The 4 of wands. The 3 of frickin' cups and justice is governing all of this. This could be an angel or an ancestor. It is ordained. The last reading was literally titled, "Your success is sealed in the stars." Your success is sealed in these cards. I'm telling you, someone is like just feeling so seen, so held, so abundant. Just the gratitude, the support. And this is definitely union in a relationship or a community or with a creative self. It just someone's feeling alive again. This is the rebirth after cutting a cord, cutting that final cleansing, the last cord cutting, whatever. The very last step to getting out of the old cycle was achieved. And that's what this full moon is helping us do. And someone is just over freaking whelmed by the power that is coming in, the beauty that is coming in, the love, the support. I don't know how I'm going to get through this reading. There's just so much emotion here. Can you tell me anything else, Spirit? I'm just hearing finally. Someone's saying finally. Is this supposed to be in reverse? No. This is what I'm saying. You can feel this coming, and it's coming in quickly. You step through this portal, okay? The two pillars, the two coins standing at the threshold. You walk through this thing, and it's a quick change. And you can feel this coming, this change in direction. And it's like the energy is just palpable, how different it is. Oh my God. Death in reverse. Is this supposed to be in reverse? It doesn't matter. The message is the same. Yeah. Yeah. I'm hearing someone is saying, I've been at this too long. Ooh. I'm picking up on someone who really wanted to give up, who thought there was nothing left. They thought it was the end, like for real, the end. But it wasn't. It was just the end of a certain phase, of a certain pattern. The end is the beginning. That's the infinity symbol. There is no end and there is no beginning. But know that this is your rebirth. Yeah. And it may start small. I heard get a leg up. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That's a lot, but 10 of cups. I just heard you're not a beginner anymore. Someone is still kind of thinking small. Someone here needs to think a little bigger about what they can achieve, but at the same time, there is like a call to be a little practical about something. What is this Page of Pentacles, Spirit? Okay, that's an interesting, yeah. 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is an interesting message. Page of Pentacles and 4 of Swords. Spirit is giving you a minute to rest. It's literally coming through as like, all right, I'll give you a minute. All right, I'll give you a minute. But like I said, there's a quick turnaround here. So honor your rest during this full moon and the next 2 weeks. Because again, around the new moon in Leo, August 12th, things radically shift. And there is expansion. And you will be called on another journey. Either within or without. Probably without, because I feel like the journey has been within. A lot of us, this is signaling coming out of hermit mode. I mean, to get the sun twice and the star and the high priestess and justice is like, yeah, this is a switch of energy from death to rebirth. There is regeneration and growth occurring. This is not about going within. This is about externalizing more. So yeah, spirit literally is like, I'll give you a minute, but that's it. Like, it's time to go. Like, you've gone within enough. This full moon is like, okay, a last little bit of time to kind of process, go back into it. But then it's like, enough is enough. Stop thinking about that. Stop trying to make it work. Stop trying to fix that. Stop trying to do that. Let it go. Move on. It's like, you've been hanging out here a little too long. You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that cord, baby. Stop juggling. Cut that. Oh, interesting. This just like forced itself out of, all right. Okay. All right. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing community activism. Ooh, I just heard a play. Is someone getting, did any of you audition for a play or a musical or something? I just heard, yeah, someone here is going to be on stage, like doing a play or something. Or maybe you work on sets for plays, but I'm getting something here. You're building something with some folks. Someone's getting a promotion. Someone's handing you the torch. There's an exchange of, ooh, I just heard an exchange of power or an exchange of roles within a community. Ooh, interesting. There's some sort of energy dynamic, interpersonal energy dynamic shifting in a community. Someone's like receiving a torch to like take something on, or is becoming more of a pillar or a foundation in a community or in a field, in a business, at a job. Can I get more on that, Spirit? Some of you are going to be moving in with a partner. This could be a relationship, taking it to the next level. Being initiated into some sort of domestic partnership. Or maybe you're working on building a home together, or there's a community under construction, or there's some kind of group dynamic under construction that there is at the center of it a main kind of relationship or power dynamic at play. Interesting. Yeah, because we have Seven of Swords in reverse and Knight of Cups. Oh. Is this supposed to be in reverse? Yeah. I just heard now that it's out, we can do this now. Huh. Let me get one more. Spirit, what is this? Oh, I just heard someone has multiple suitors. Someone here, you're being clocked in your power, your vitality. This gold, you're so magnetic. There are multiple suitors coming for you. And you're like, oh, this is a new energy. I don't know how I feel about this attention. Someone feels like you're not giving them enough. Someone here has someone who feels like they're not getting enough attention from you. Yeah. Okay, why is this energy going south like this? What's going on here? Someone here has turned someone down romantically because they were caught lying or just not being totally honest. Someone has turned down a connection that they felt stuck in, guarded in. They had to set up firm boundaries because there was some sort of confusion or things just were not clear. This is not a good energy. It's like, why is it like the truth should set you free, but the truth came out and someone's feeling imprisoned by it. Oh, maybe you told this person the truth and they don't like it and they feel like stuck because they can't change it, but it doesn't matter because you're moving on. Can I get any more confirmations on this, Spirit? What is being disclosed on this full moon? I just heard someone turn down the devil. The devil's not happy because the devil, in order to roam free on the earth, needs your permission. Because guess what? Lucifer, the devil, is not a demon. If you've watched Supernatural like me, you would know that the devil is an angel. And remember, kids, angels and demons are the exact same entities, but a different frequency. It's another frickin' polarity. That's also Cancer, Capricorn. So now all of a sudden we're talking about angels and demons. What is this? Season 5 of Supernatural? Like literally. Someone had the balls. Someone had the TA and cojones to stand up to the devil and say no. To cut down this frickin' prison, this energetic prison, and free themselves. And the devil's not happy. But it doesn't matter because you got away. You're free. Can you remember that? But I feel it like there's still tethers here. There's still a tether somehow to what once chained you. Why? How do we officially clear this on this full moon in Aquarius? If we've already, ooh, that came out real fast. Is this supposed to be in reverse? No, I didn't think so. If we already turned down the devil, okay, but there's still something making us feel a type of way about this. So there's still a lingering energy. I just saw 8 of Cups in reverse. Oh, someone's ego is still benefiting from this story. I hate to say it. If this is you and you finally made a decision about something that's not working in your life, or literally turned down a person, or you're making a huge decision that's affecting other people that maybe did not have your best interest in mind, if you had the courage to say no to the devil, and you still feel a twinge of energy around it, especially if it's guilt, it's because for some reason your ego is still benefiting from it. So to have the Sun card here twice and then this message come out, that means the Sun here is also referring to the ego. This is about an ego transmutation. But that's why this is the rebirth. The ego is transmuting because more of the soul wants to come in. And this polarity between the moon and Pluto in Aquarius and the sun and Jupiter in Leo, it is about the heart and the soul. And we're being brought into a unification process of the heart and the soul. We can also